All right, a very warm welcome back and thank you for staying with Metropole TV. This is Tech Tuesday, where we talk matters of technology. And yes, you can get talking to us on our social media handles at Metropole TV Kenya. That is on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. But right now, get talking to us on Facebook. That is where we are live coming to you right here. And me at Tabitha Mufoniji on Twitter. And all right, we had said that today we are talking matters insurance and tech logistics in the country. Now, when it comes to matters insurance, we have Lamy Technologies in studio, and let us start our conversation right here. You know, according to PricewaterhouseCoopers Financial Forecast 2020 report, Kenya's insurance sector has achieved a premium growth of almost 35% since the year 2014, with South Africa's insurance sector achieving almost 17% market penetration compared to 2.83% in Kenya, which is an indication of room for growth locally, particularly in the counties and cities outside of Nairobi. Today, we look into the uptake of insurance in the country with a focus on Lamy Technologies. And joining us is Waithera Julian, who is the Business Development Director, Lamy Technologies. Waithera, karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Now, let's just start by a look or painting a picture at, you know, how the insurance industry is like at the moment, and also looking at that insurance growth projection that we have just mentioned from PricewaterhouseCoopers. Where do we stand currently, especially in the wake of the pandemic? Just a general view on how the insurance sector is like at the moment, Waithera.
So thank you for the question. Insurance is, you know, it's one of those products that have been quite difficult to penetrate the market. So the uptake is extremely low, but Lamy is working to ensure that access to insurance is accelerated through partnerships in the market. Yeah.
Okay, great. And how can we say maybe the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted on how the insurance sector does business?
Okay, so I would say that you know, COVID, in as much as COVID is, you know, a very unfortunate you know, event, it's allowed us as Lamy, a technological insurance company, to kind of pilot our products in the market. We've been able to form partnerships with companies such as Sendy's, such as WorkPay, that have allowed us to distribute insurance faster, you know, more flexible and more customizable products into the market. So we can say that, you know, COVID has allowed or has accelerated the uptake of insurance, especially through technology, into the market at the moment.
Great. And yes, we saw that on Sendy, which is a tech logistics company. And so what can you say that means for you as an insurer and also being in that space generally? What does that achievement or partnership mean for you?
So Sendy is a gateway to a lot of other partnerships because it's allowed us to demonstrate our capability. Traditional insurance, in a sense, was very rigid, and ideally you would not be able to get, you know, like a per trip basis kind of insurance where the product has been customized to actually you know, like service the partner without extorting them, so to speak. So Sendy is the beginning of great things to come with regards to partnerships and allowing, you know, distribution of insurance basically to, you know, ideally like reach, you know, like consumers at, you know, like affordable and, you know, a faster rate as well.
Great. Now, I understand Lamy Technologies deals with providing insurance to businesses, but how is business looking like on your end, and what are some of the insurance policies that you have in place? Take us through that, Waithera.
Okay, so that's actually a very good question. And you know, insurance penetration in Africa is extremely low, like I said. One of the things that the tech at Lamy is allowing us to do is to be able to distribute, you know, medical insurance, property insurance, motor insurance, basically all types of insurances. And again, I'll just jump back to the fact that Lamy allows us to customize insurance. So anything that requires protection, we can do that. We're able to provide protection for, you know, any type of business, any type of consumer, as long as it's a product that can be customized. That's something that we as Lamy are able to do. And you know, you ask what business is like in the insurance space right now,
Yes.
because the market is completely, I would say, ripe for the taking. It's a good place to be in as a tech insurance company, because there's a lot of the market that's completely untapped. Where we have products such as Hospicash, which allow us to tap into the bottom of the pyramid market that more or less are never considered when it comes to insurance. For just about 100 shillings, 100 shillings a month. That is, like someone is covered, for personal accident, medical, and even up to funeral expenses.
Yeah.
So I would say that the market, where we came into the market at the right time with products that allow us to tap into, I think, a market that was majorly ignored. Yeah.
True. Yes, I agree with that. And maybe we can talk about some of the challenges, besides the low uptake of insurance in the country. What are some of the challenges that you're facing, and also you as Lamu, that are, solving in the continent?
Okay, that's a very good question. So Lami's aim is basically to play a central role in providing a safety net for Africans, by using technology, basically to deliver insurance products anywhere and to anyone, like I said, yeah. So because we're B2B2C insurance as a platform provider, which basically means that we can integrate with any API, we've been able to digitize the entire value chain. This is, like from KYC, pricing, underwriting, and the claims processing. Maybe to break this down into layman's language is, it made it much simpler for you to be able to just jump online and ideally get a quote of, any particular insurance that you would like, and have it processed, and for you to get the policy documents, and in the event that something does happen, for you to be able to claim it. So some of the challenges obviously have been partnering with the right underwriters, as some of the underwriters in the market are much older, much seasoned, have a larger footprint. And some of the other challenges is also just building that trust in tech. I think that before we as Africans, and before we as a whole market actually completely and entirely rely on tech to process some of these claims, we're still fighting our battles. So yeah, that's been some of the challenges so far.
Great. And how can we then say that you're using, some of these partnerships rather, to help, accelerate access to insurance in Kenya?
Okay. So that's a very good question. And partnerships are just part of the strategies that companies use to penetrate markets. And I would say that because our goal is to underwrite at least 1 billion, policies, 1 billion USD policies by 2025, partnerships are basically the fastest and the surest way to get it to the market.
Yeah.
A partnership with someone like Sandy, a partnership with someone like Metropole, even as this conversation takes shape, is, it allows you to spread the word on our behalf as well. It allows you to distribute the insurance on our behalf as well. Yeah. So ideally, partnerships allow us to gain access to a large fraction of the insurable population. Then obviously challenges us to create, or maybe just say curate, more products, more customizable products.
Yeah.
And I think traditional insurance has been that we basically give you what we have. Yeah. What Lami is saying is, allow us into your space. Let's see what you need. Let's see what your end consumer needs, and allow us to create that product for you. So in addition to gaining access to this majority of people, allowing us to create these products, it's also allowing us to create and build trust through brands that are already visible in the market and more recognizable. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, now you are a business to business, that is your forte. But when it comes to, business to customer, do you have any prospects, to working on that to reach other people besides the B2B that you have in place? And also take us through some of the, your growth prospects that you have in place, as time goes by, as you continue embracing technology and insurance as well.
So that's actually a very lovely question. And maybe the misconception here would be that we're completely or solely focused on B2B. We are focused on business to business, but we also have a segment of our business that's focused on business to consumer, which ideally means that if you go to your supermarket, say you go to your local supermarket, you're eventually able to get insurance from your local supermarket. The idea is to make insurance present or available anywhere through your day-to-day interactions. You go to the petrol station to fuel your car, and you can get personal accident, you can get property insurance there.
Yes.
But we also have an app that's called Griffin that basically
Griffin
services
app.
Griffin app. So the Griffin app is able to service, business to, us as an insurance company to the consumers, to the end user. So for instance, if you wanted to take out insurance for your car, you just download the Griffin app and you'd be able to, access insurance through that portal, as well as medical. So in as much as our core business is B2B, we do have provisions for B2C as well. And through our B2B2C work stream, we're able to still access the customer.
Great. All right. Now, as we wrap up this conversation with Vera, for someone who is listening to you, a business, a consumer out there that is listening to you, how do they then get to reach you and, access some of the services that you have in place?
Yes, I thank you for the opportunity to share this information. We're available online as lami.world, and you can also reach me through waithera@lami.world, and we'll be able to, take those conversations forward.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Waithera Julian, Business Development Director, Lami Technologies. All right, we take a very short commercial break, but stay tuned because we have a lot more lined up for you. We'll look into Sandy, a tech logistics company that has worked or partnered with Lami Technologies to ensure, insurance uptake in the country. All right, stay tuned.